Voice Report. Happy Saturday. How's everyone doing? What is up, Lisa Boo? Nerd Report in the house. Julissa, what is up? We'll wait a few minutes, as always, but as people trickle in before I get into the nitty gritty. Chris, what's up? How's everyone doing? And how's your weekend going? Joanne, what's up? Emily Parkinson, how's it going? Hold on, let me turn my fan down a bit because I have a feeling you guys can hear it. Give me a second. Oh, I didn't want to turn it off. Okay. Matthew, what's up? Did anyone do anything interesting while we wait for people to trickle in? Julissa goes, we are having a birthday party for my 18-year-old, but I'll be listening. Oh, awesome, Julissa. That sounds like so cool and so much fun. Happy birthday to your 18-year-old. Super awesome. And thank you for listening, Julissa. I do appreciate that. Everyone, I'm guessing everyone's trying to stay cool too. Today it was I think it was like 97 here or something like that. Gunner girl, what's up? I just picked up some things and then went on a walk. That's basically doing laundry, you know, the normal Saturday stuff. All right, guys, while we're waiting, I have an article. Lisa Bugo, so hot and humid, was 89 here. Oh my gosh, that's hot. I mean, we were 97. But you said humid. Humidity is the worst. So I have this article I wanted to share with you while we wait for people. I haven't done this in a while, so I was like, well, if you guys are looking for something horror related to stream, I found this article. It's the New York Times. I did mention that if you do have, I think it's Peacock, Abigail is out. It's that ballerina vampire movie. If you guys have Peacock, check it out. It wasn't a bad film. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I didn't have high expectations though, but I did enjoy it. It was the little girl in it did an awesome job. So if you guys do have Peacock, check it out. This is 5 horror movies to stream now. This month's pick includes Swedish evildoer, South Korean warrior ghost, and a devil stalking the American frontier. I thought this was kind of a cool article because it's listing movies I've never heard of, and those are the types of movies I like to check out sometimes. What Remains? Andrea Riseborough and Stellan Skarsgård stars in Ryan Hwang's devastating feature debut. It's a psychodrama inspired by Thomas Quick, who confessed to more than 30 murders in the 1990s while detained in a Swedish mental institution, only to later admit that he fabricated them. Whoa. Mads Gustaf Skarsgård, a son of Stellan, is desperate for a fresh start after being discharged from a psychiatric facility. As Mads acclimates to the outside world, he gets acquainted with Anna, his monogamous therapist, Riseborough, perfectly icy yet still kind, and Soren, the elder Skarsgård. I forgot how many Skarsgård there are. A seen-it-all detective assigned to the case after Mads confessed to killing a boy. In a heartbreaking scene, Hwang films one of Mads' confessions through rain-soaked car windows, softening a horrific monologue and making me feel compassion for someone who is admitting to being a serial killer. An uneasy feeling from a horror movie or any movie that is far scarier than watching a mass butcher stalk teenagers. Is Mads a real monster, or is he a monstrous or untruthfully confessing to being a heinous human? These and other questions of mortality, forgiveness, and redemption get no easy answers in the deeply affecting film. This one says rent or buy. So this one, What Remains, it looks like it's not like on a streaming service. You have to buy it. The Conference, it is on Netflix. I did see this. It is not in English, so I have not watched it yet. And what is up? How's it going? And if you guys are just tuning in right now, I'm waiting for people to come in. I'm just going over some movies to stream. If you guys are looking for something to stream, that's horror movies. Before I get into the nitty gritty, at a conference center in the middle of the woods, coworkers. I mean, the trailer. I've seen the trailer for the conference. It looks badass. It caught my attention. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. At a conference center in the middle of the woods, coworkers gather for a day of team building before the ceremonial first shovel hits the dirt on a new mall project that helped bring to life. But who's the mysterious figure making his way there by canoe? And what is taking the chef so long to make lunch? That's the setup to Patrick Eklund's entertaining Swedish horror comedy that's equal parts slasher film and eco-political farce. I love slasher films, so this is right up my alley. Eklund elixes delightfully unhinged performances from his game ensemble, including from Adam Lundgren as an unscrupulous fiance, bro, and Maria Sid as the retreat leader who doesn't understand why her coworkers think the mall is anti-environmental capitalist depravity at its most brazen. But the real threat here is the killer, a hulking but calculating Jason Voorhees-like monster who wears the headpiece of Sooty, the developer's smiley face mascot, as he turns the grounds into a landscape of corpses. It's 100 minutes of silly, way gory fun. Thine ears shall bleed. This looks like also you could stream it, but you have to buy it. It says it's on major platforms. Or buy it on major platforms. The horror western is a subgenre I've never heard warmed too much. So what a pleasant surprise to be wowed by Ben Bigelow's low-budget supernatural drama about a 19th century American family that mistakenly thinks divine forces are behind the ear-splitting sounds they hear while they're trapped in a forest. Set in the 1860s, the film finds Ezekiel Andrew Hovelson stopped at a fork in the road as he travels in a covered wagon with his family. His wife, Sarah Hannah Cabell, and children Abigail, Leah, Zawanda, and Luke Duke Hudson, hitting a dead end on their path. Their fear turns to hope when Luke, who is blind, regains his sight and a burn on Abigail's hands heals. Signs they assume that God wants Ezekiel to establish a church on the spot when a stranger, Lucas near Verbrugel, suddenly appears through the trees. The film and the family's fate take death spirals. What could have been an unintentional comedic drunk history like film? The script is in period sound dialogue a la Witch. I mean, The Witch I felt like was a psychological horror. I didn't really care too much for The Witch. I do like Black Phillip. I have a bunch of Black Phillip Funko Pops behind me that came from The Witch, if that makes any sense. But I didn't care too much about the film. Is instead a thoughtful and unnerving exploration of how unquestioned religious beliefs can make nice people do horrific things. Bigelow is an assured director with a keen eye for how to steadily mount dread, and his actors are believably across the board, especially Hovelson and Cabell as believers navigating the line that divides from the truth. Exuma, it is on Shudder for those of you that have Shudder. The latest feature is from the writer-director Jang Jae-hong. Was a huge hit in South Korea. I do love Asian horror. I just haven't seen one in a while, so I'll probably put this on my list. And it's easy to see why. It's seamless blend of supernatural thriller, folk horror, cautionary tale, and old school creature feature. It's also a deeply felt meditation on how the dirt and earth connect and cycle everything, as one character puts it. Choi Min-sik, the star of Park Chan-wook's Old Boy, Old Boy is a good film if you guys it is a Korean film, so it does have subtitles, but it is a good film. I've seen it. Plays a diviner who teams up with a young shaman, Kim Go-eun, and other spiritualists to protect the baby of a rich Korean American family from a generational curse. A grave's calling, as it's known, in which a dead ancestor throws a fit from the beyond. Jang ricochets between a hospital room in Los Angeles and an unmarked grave site on a South Korean mountaintop where rituals involving pig carcasses unleash a seemingly unstoppable evil entity that shape shifts the sky, sweeping fireballs to towering warrior. And thank you for gifting 5 memberships. What is up, Carol? Elaine? Welcome, Kyle, Kimberly, Hug Dealer, Cindy, and Logical Spark back to the Wolfpack. Hearts for Anne and all the new Wolfpack members. Thank you, Anne. I do appreciate that. Narratively, it's a lot bordering on too much, but Lee Mo Gay's cinematography and Jang's zeal for folklore, he films rituals like their Olympic bouts, counterbalance the dense storytelling, finessing the film into a maximalist romp. Somewhere quiet, for those of you that have Hulu, strange things are happening at the cabin where Scott Kentucker Audley and his wife Meg, Jennifer Kim, have gone to help Meg recover from a traumatizing abduction. She's having nightmares, he's sleepwalking, and neither wants to talk honestly about what happened when Scott's sardonic cousin, Madeline, Marin, Ireland, unexpectedly shows up. The couple's relationship soars to the point where Meg questions if her husband and Madeline are even related. As Meg becomes increasingly estranged for her husband, she and we start to wonder who's the crazy one. Thank you, Anne, as well, for being a member of the Wolfpack for 15 months. I love this channel. Thank you, Anne. And hearts again for Anne, guys. Thank you, Anne. I really appreciate that. Just making sure I'm not forgetting anybody. What's up, Kyle? The film from the writer-director Olivia West Lloyd is only moderately unsettling, which makes it the right psychological thriller for people who don't like horror or for people who do but want a good night's sleep. A three-hander with the feel of an intimately staged play. It's most effective when the excellent Ireland lurks across the screen, speaking in a lower register through a deeply creepy smile on a pale face framed by a garish red wig. She's chilling and electric. So if you guys are looking for something to watch this weekend, here are some the New York Times picks for some cool horror films. Julissa, also thank you for being a member for 15 months as well. I love this channel too. Hearts for Julissa. Thank you, Julissa, and I do appreciate you again for listening, even though you have a birthday party going on. Thank you. Hearts for Julissa, guys. I clicked off of something. What was it planted on it? Oh my God, where did it go? And I'm not sure if any of you all saw something over the weekend or if you have a movie you would like to recommend. Go ahead and mention it in the chat that you've seen recently on a streaming service. Mention it in the chat and where you saw it. All right, guys, before I get into MoistCr1TiKaL, if you guys aren't familiar with MoistCr1TiKaL, he is a huge YouTuber. He's under the YouTube channel called Penguin Zero. And I came across it. Nerderpert also mentioned it to me that he has gone ghost hunting because he is a big skeptic. So he wants to go out and see if he can become a believer, basically. because I was like, oh no, he's ghost hunting too. That was my first reaction to it. But then when I watched the video, I was like, oh, okay. But I do have this video. I have this article I wanted to share beforehand before I start talking about him. I'm not sure, have any of you guys heard of MoistCr1TiKaL before I get into this before I get into it. Tammy, what is up? How's it going? Tyrana, what is up? As my voice is cracking. I need to fish. How's it going? Okay, I need to fish is heard. Elaine is heard. Emily has not. But let me share this article and we'll get into the nitty gritty about who MoistCr1TiKaL is, and I will share snippets of his video. I don't want to show the whole thing because of what happened to Nerd Report recently. Or Nerd Report and Nerd Report Daily recently. So I'll show clips of it so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. But I will not show the whole video. I did not get permission from him to share his video. Not that I'm pretty sure he doesn't care, as long as you're probably not, talking crap about him, which I won't be. So this article is from TMZ. I usually don't go after TMZ. I know you probably heard me say this before because TMZ is like a tabloid site, but sometimes they are right on point with some things. This one goes, I see dead people, ghosts caught on camera in front of house where woman recently passed. Believers in the paranormal may flip over this, a purported ghost captured in Ring camera footage, and the spot is said to be pretty spooky. Check it out, a floating specter floating in front of a home in Bellflower, California, where a woman reportedly died of cancer. For those unfamiliar with the area, Bellflower is a stone throw from Long Beach, where the notoriously haunted Queen Mary ocean liner is docked. For the non-believers out there, we've confirmed a lady did in fact die at the address earlier this year, so the story is checking out. As for the footage, we're told the eerie incident took place Monday. I will play the video, guys, after I finish reading the article. Of course, this isn't the first time something potentially paranormal has been caught on camera. Take the alleged UFO from May, where a flying saucer of sorts was spotted during the Blue Angels demonstration in Long Island, New York. I think I shared that one. I'm not sure. Another time in April, someone filmed that. I know for sure I had talked about this one. Someone filmed a UFO from her plane window as she left LaGuardia Airport in New York City. Not to mention last year, Ghost Adventure host Zach Bagans told us about his co-host Jay Walsley's real-life run-in with a paranormal figure while road tripping through the Nevada desert. I did mention that one as well. TMZ unpacks similar stories and phenomena on our new show, Strange. Oh, that's probably why they're doing this. Strange and Suspicious. Click here to see when and where the show airs. So they're getting on the paranormal bandwagon. So apparently there is a video. Let's see. Hold on. Let me make sure you guys can see it. Okay, minus the ad. Okay. We do see, like, in this area where the red arrow is pointing, there is like a kind of weird phenomenon going on. That is a little weird. And mind you, this is taken from a Ring camera. It could be because whatever this bright light is, I feel like that's causing glare. It could just be glare. And then, like, right where it looks like car lights are on, they're basically saying a woman had died of cancer in this area. So they're thinking it's her, but that's just a little, I don't know. I don't know what this mark is, if it's glare that's going across the lens. What do you guys think it could be? Matthew goes spider and the light onto it. Elaine goes, that looks like someone is swinging. Thanks, Anne, for dropping by. That scared me for a second. I wasn't expecting that. Hold on, let me. Gunner Girl goes, it's really hard to. I'll play it again. Leonore, what is up? Joanne goes, it's a reflection. Lisa Boo goes, reflection. I think it's a reflection. I'll play it again if it'll let me. Hold on. But I kind of agree with you guys. I feel like it's a reflection. Because they're whatever that bright streak across the film is, or the camera is. Hold on there. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Oh, hold on. I could. Let me make it big. It almost that bright streak almost looks like it's like a bird took a crap on the lens. If you look over where that white, I don't know what kind of car that is, a Nissan? No, that's not a Nissan. I don't know what kind of car that is. I can't tell off of there. The shadow is right kind of behind it, or that white fog light thing. Tyrana also says reflect. That's what I'm thinking it is, because I've got this big massive, like I said, it almost looks like bird poop on the camera lens, so it's kind of distracting. And I feel like whatever that is, a reflection or whatever that might be, is causing the other disturbances in the video. And also too, if you see, it looks like what appears in the like right where those ghostly fog like anomalies are, there also looks like a reflection, or it looks like a car maybe with its headlights on, or it's being reflected as well. Elaine goes going to get that's as big as I can get, guys. But I feel like it's something, I feel like it's a reflection, or it has something to do, because I know when these videos get uploaded to the cloud that sometimes it loses its quality sometimes when you upload things. So I kind of feel like that could cause these anomalies too. And I've read too where low compression or something like that can cause these issues. That it's a ghost and it's not necessarily a ghost.
This.
Emily goes, the bright light looks like a UFO relieving itself. Like I said, to me, it looks like a bird crapped on the ring camera, but that's just me. It could be like what Matthew had said earlier. It could be a spider web too, a spider web and a spider. Panda Bear, what is up? How's it going? And Panda Bear has heard of MoistCr1TiKaL. Elaine goes, "You're cool. At least I'm on mobile." So, guys, I was mentioning earlier about MoistCr1TiKaL. He has done about a month ago. He did 2 videos. He did a video on the other channel, and he did a video with the boys, which I've never heard of them. But he did he did a video on his channel. He's Penguin Zero here on YouTube. He is a pretty big YouTuber, pretty big deal. He's got that, if you're not familiar with him, he's got like that deadpan voice. But I do find him I'm not like, I don't watch him like religiously, but I hope to be like him one day. I think all YouTubers want to be like him one day. Panda Bear goes, "Yeah, I've heard of him and I follow him on Twitch." He does all kinds of things. He talks about like current events. He does video games. And now apparently ghost hunting. And I was like, he's doing ghost hunting now? I was like, what? So I did take a gander of his video. He basically it was about a month ago. They went to a jail on the boys. It's on the boys channel. I did find, I'm not gonna play their video, but I'll show you the video. I'll play his though, but I won't play theirs. Give me a second, guys, because I didn't save. So the one thing I had an issue with. So here's the video that, give me a second here. So this is the if you guys want to check this video out later, go for it. It's on the boys channel. I have never heard of them. The one issue I have is they don't tell you where they're at at all. They are at a jail in Florida. That is all I know about much. I did do some Googling to try to figure it out. I am assuming, I don't know if that is the jail, because they did mention, I think they said Joe Perry was a sheriff in that jail at the time. So I looked up his name, and the old jail St. Augustine popped up. So I'm not sure if this is the jail he went to. Because he didn't mention it either. Panda Bear goes, "I've heard of the boys. They were great to watch too." I've never heard of them, so it was first I kind of watched a snippet of it, but he does show most of it on his video of it. It looks like basically when they're ghost hunting, they're having fun. They're using they use a REM pod. They use the escape method, where you basically basically what they do is they blindfold themselves, they put headphones on, and then they have a spirit box, and they're listening to whatever comes through to the spirit box, and they'll voice the word out, and basically it looks like they're just having fun. They do catch some things, but what I've heard, I've never personally been ghost hunting myself, but what I've heard from people who have done ghost hunting, saying that you don't always catch something. It could be kind of boring. You might be there for 9 hours and not catch anything. So, and then also MoistCr1TiKaL had also said that too. It's like, it was there and I didn't catch anything. So he was like, but then I was thinking, well, you're not always going to catch something when you ghost hunt. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the place is not haunted. But I'm assuming this is where they went, to the old St. Augustine haunted old jail. I may be mistaken, but this is the only place I could think of it was, because they did not for a second there, Panda Bear, I thought you were saying you hear fussy noise from me. I was like, what? They did not say where they were at, but they did say Florida. and they did mention names when, like I said earlier, I did Google one of the names and it came to this. So I'm not sure if this is where they were at, but I'm going to talk about it just for a little bit. If I am wrong, if you guys are watching me on the replay, or if for anyone in the chat, please tell me, and then I'll come back on my next stream and tell you. But I'm guessing it's this. I'm not 100% sure if this is it. Give me. But if you guys have found that I am wrong, please let me know, because they literally did not tell. They don't, even in the description, they do not say where they're at. And usually, when people ghost hunt a location, they're like, guys, we are at the haunted St. Augustine jail. It was built and opened up in 1800, whatever it might have been. You know what I mean? So, but they didn't. Logical Spark, what is up? So this is the old St. Augustine jail, which I believe is where MoistCr1TiKaL went. It starts off, I'm going to give you a little, I'm hoping this is it, but I'll tell you anyways, because it's cool. I like talking about haunted places regardless. It was 1891 when Henry Flagler built what would become known as the Old Jail. The facility would not only house inmates, but also the sheriff and his family. According to accounts, the original jail was not only an eyesore, it was within view from one of Flagler's luxurious St. Augustine hotels. Flagler, being the businessman that he was, knew the guests would not want to see a jail while vacationing in the beautiful city of St. Augustine, and that such an event would diminish their experience at his hotel. He was compelled to relocate the jail by constructing a new building that would better resemble the many other magnificent structures in the area, and so the old jail was built as it stands today. Built in the Romanesque Revival style, St. Augustine's new jail looked like any other house during that time period, and aside from the fact that it has bars on the windows, no one would ever guess it was a jail. During its lengthy service to the city, the old jail housed both male and female inmates and was the city's only jail for more than 60 years, remaining open and operating until 1953. Fun historical attraction or haunted site. Today, the old jail is a fun and interesting local attraction where visitors to St. Augustine can learn about its fascinating history, but there's a dark side to the seemingly harmless building, and this is the side that lures in paranormal experts and ghost enthusiasts from all over the country. For it's what transpired within the walls of this lovely Victorian building that it's called the Old Jail to earn its alternative reputation of one of the most haunted spots in the ancient city. Dirt, grime, torture, and hauntings. The walls of the old jail were 20 feet tall and so thick that no sound could transcend the cells and be heard by outside ears. The windows didn't have glass, and the concrete and metal made for a very cold, sterile environment. And while the sheriff's quarters were comfortable and well appointed with all the necessities for he and his family, the male and female cells were far from that. In fact, by today's standards, they would be considered unlivable for humans. No blankets or pillows were provided, and the mattress, stuffed with Spanish moss, were often infested with red bugs. Oh, I mean, I guess we're kind of thinking, oh my God, how could they treat people like that? But, if you're thinking about it, it's someone in jail. So, I mean, the purpose of being in jail is to learn your lesson and not come back. So I feel like that would definitely, that would make me not want to go back. I would definitely learn my lesson fast and not want to go back there. Nerd Report goes, ghosts only show up for Sam and Colby because they need views on YouTube. Nerd Report, they're not the only ones that do it. It's everyone, practically. Panda Bear, I do agree. The ghosts do their own thing. And Emily Parkinson, I do agree with you as well. Ghosts don't perform on cue. And shocking as it may seem, the old jail has no bathing facilities or sanitation for human waste, which meant the inmates were not able to bathe, and there was a stench that could not be eliminated. Okay, that I'm against, because that's like, that's kind of just, inmate or not, they should be able to have a bathroom and not being not having like that sense of cleanliness that causes like, I don't know, like, I mean, people could get sick from that. So I would not want that. As one may imagine there was such sickness and death in the old jail, even beyond the executions that took place during that time period. The maximum security cell located in the back of the building were equipped with stockades, a torture cage, and a clear view of the execution area. The solitary confinement cell had no bed at all. The inmates that were incarcerated in the old jail were the worst of the worst when it came to criminal activity. Both the men and women were convicted of nefarious crimes, and many of them did not survive their sentences. And although they were horrific people, the treatment they received was less than human in many instances. They were there were beatings, tortures, and starvation. The experts believe that these events caused the spirits of the inmates and several others to linger within the old jail, offering explanation into the many mysterious and inexplicable events that occur today. The ghost and eerie occurrences at the old jail. Again, I'm not sure if this is the jail that MoistCr1TiKaL had investigated. I only Googled by the name they had given in the video, so I'm not sure. And again, if you guys find out there in YouTube land or Google land, if you find out where they exactly were, please let me know and I will mention it in my next stream. The ghost and eerie occurrences at the old jail. Men in chains. One of the many complaints to those living close to the old jail is the frequent sounds of footsteps walking inside, loud clunky noises that indicate that these footsteps belong to the disembodied souls of the criminals that once lived and died here. Guests touring the facility have also reported this phenomenon. Unpleasant aromas. At any given time, visitors and workers at the old jail sense the aroma of sewage in the air. Although there is none to be found on site, others report a sickeningly sweet smell, which many describe as that of molasses boiling on the stove. But despite the daily cleansing and air fresheners, these two aromas seem to linger just like the ghost. I don't think I wouldn't mind the smell of molasses, but the other one, no. Barking dogs. Although dogs once lived at the old jail, there are no furry residents living there today. Even still, it's believed that the reported sounds of dogs barking belongs to those long lost pooches, which were family pets of the sheriff from centuries ago. Wailing and sinister laughing. It's probably come as no surprise that those who tour the old jail hear voices in the cell and hallways. There are many reports of wailing, moaning sounds coming from the maximum security and solitary confinement areas, and some visitors have even reported hearing the voice of a little girl coming from the sheriff's quarters. Others have heard someone whistling at them, and several guests have reported hearing a dastardly laugh in one of the women's cells. The cold shoulder. Haunted places often have areas that people describe as cold spots, and the old jail is no exception. There have also been many accounts of people feeling as if someone with a cold hand is touching their shoulder. Other reports from visitors include the sensation that someone is tugging at their hair and someone is blowing on them as they walk by. Leonard with the dun dun dun. Old fail after dark. Old jail. Oh my God, why does that look like an F? Old jail after dark. Prepare yourself for a spine-tingling night you'll never forget at the old jail after dark. This 45-minute chilling experience allows visitors to participate in actual paranormal investigations of St. Augustine's old jail. For any of you guys that are in that area, recognized as one of the most haunting buildings in the century, the old jail is shrouded in mystery and lore. The historic building housed prisoners from 1891 to 1953 when it was closed due to its deplorable conditions and the inflicted cruelty on its residents. 8 documented hangings were carried out on the site, and many other deaths that can only be described as unnatural. Perhaps there are why many believe the old jail is an epicenter for paranormal activity and why it has become a popular destination for ghost hunters everywhere. And I do also believe the same for hospitals because of all the death, how people have died in hospitals. So I always feel like hospitals are super haunted as well. Ozzy Walks, what is up? So MoistCr1TiKaL, known as Penguin Zero here on YouTube, he posted a video on his, I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'll play snippets of it on his YouTube channel. And When I was first watching it, I felt like he's kind of, because they were laughing and they were having fun, and I was like, dude, they're not taking this serious. You know what I mean? And then after watching the whole thing, I realized, I was like, no, they were having fun. And I mean, the whole point of, they were having fun and they were hanging out with friends. And that's how I felt like what they were doing. Emily, thank you for gifting 1 membership. Welcome back again, Daisy, the Vegas Pisces, to the Wolf Pack. Hearts for Emily and the new Wolf Pack member. And what's up, Brandon? How's it going? Hearts for Emily, guys. Leonore, thank you for your super sticker as well with the cute corgi. Hearts for Leonore as well. Thank you, Leonore. I appreciate that. So, basically what he's doing is he is a super skeptic and he just wants to prove ghosts are real. He even ended the video saying he's going to do some more ghost hunting. That's all he wants. He really wants to have a paranormal experience. You can't fault the guy for that. I mean, I've personally never had one as well. Thank you, Brandon, for being a member of the Wolfpack for 14 months. Hearts for Brandon. Super awesome. I can't fault the guy for wanting to have a paranormal, experience. I mean, that's kind of how I am with UFOs. I mean, I have the same thing, I want to see a UFO. I've never had a paranormal experience where, I've never seen doors open, things moving, but I've heard knocks on the wall. I've heard, I've had weird dreams, like a reoccurring weird dream when I was a kid. I mean, I've heard my name being called, but I've never actually had, like heard the footsteps like Jennifer Marie has had. She's had some crazy experiences. I've never had experience like she had, but he has never had one, period. So he is on the search for basically seeing if ghosts are real. He is a super skeptic. He even he doesn't know the names of the equipment that they use. It looked like they used a REM pod, a spirit box. They had a thermal camera, is what I've seen in the video clips that he's seen. Lisa Boo wakes up at 3:05 every night. No way. That's the bewitching hour. It's something trying to tell you something, Lisa Boo. That's crazy. Do you feel, Lisa Boo, do you feel weird when you wake up, or like something, or have you heard anything? Same thing with you, Elaine. Elaine wakes up at 3:15. What? I'm lucky enough to be able to sleep through the night, luckily. I have a hard time falling asleep, but I do sleep through the night. Look, so far. Watch, I won't tonight. Lisa Boo goes, yes, I do. Like something wakes me up. Oh, that is creepy. Crazy. Because of the time. That's like, yeah, Julius is like the witching hour. Yes. That is. They say that's the hour where the spirits are most active. Like 2 a.m. 3. I think 3 is more notorious for it. Kyle, thank you for your super sticker. Hearts for Kyle as well. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate that. Gunner Girl also wakes up at 3 for no reason. Wow. That's crazy. Lucky for me, I have not woken up at 3, so I am good. Watch tonight, I will. Elaine goes, I just can't get back to sleep until around 4, so I cook. Why not? It's not as hot during that time, so... So he starts off with, he talks about the channel he went on, which I did show, which is The Boys. And I'll play a little bit of the beginning so you guys could see. So, for those of you who aren't familiar with him.
Less in ghosts and spirits than me. But I also think there's no one on the planet that's more receptive to being proven wrong than me. I also think there's no one that wants to be proven wrong more than I do about this subject. So I have embarked on a quest, an important journey to find irrefutable proof of ghosts, ghouls, goblins, anything paranormal. Actual evidence, substantial evidence, not anecdotal nothing burgers or weak, flimsy proof like, oh, my EMF reader blinked 3 times. Well, that puts it in the books. I'm convinced now. Or like, there's 3 tiddlywinks of ectoplasm on the floor. Clearly an exorcism happened here, and it's just like dried spit or something. Like, I'm looking for actual proof. So I've done 2 ghost investigations recently, and one of them just came out yesterday.
So he basically, like I've been saying, he just basically wants to find proof, and he's not going to jump to conclusions just because the EMF meter blinks 3 times. Because if you're which I'm all for it. In fact, he's probably the best person to go ghost hunting because he's not he's not expecting anything. Because if you got one of those people that are true believer that any noise they hear, oh my god, that's a ghost. Or if I am Nerd Report, I have been for the past minute. What are you talking about? Now I lost my train of thought, Nerd Report. The hell? But like I was saying, if you're like one of those persons that no matter what you hear, you become you're oh my god, that's a ghost. Or the EMF meter blinks like just a little bit. Oh my god, there's a spirit in the room. So I get what he's trying to say. He wants something. He wants substantial proof that something is there. He really wants to know that there are ghosts out there, and he is really a skeptic, but he wants to be proven otherwise. Make your camera bigger than him? I can't make my camera bigger than him unless I do this. I can't. No matter what I do, he's gonna be there. You go. So I didn't even know I had this option. I lost my train of thought. But we'll continue because I lost my train of thought. But I'm gonna I'll go back so that way you could see the video. But then when I'm talking, I'll go back to the other.
Yesterday, it was a collaboration with The Boys, whom I'm a huge fan of, and it was a lot of fun. This was actually my first ghost investigation. This was filmed prior to the one we did last month on the other channel. So this was my first experience.
So the other channel, which I like the name of, Elaine, thank you for your super chat. I forgot, the heat is getting to me. I apologize, guys. Elaine, thank you for your super chat for Skeledeck letting it all hang out. Lisa, you are the favorite part of my Saturday night. Thank you, Elaine. I appreciate that. Hearts for Elaine. Elaine, you just made my day. Nerder Perk goes, make your cam bigger than all the time. Well, I'm thinking that people want to see his video. So this is the other channel he's talking about. This one happened. I did not watch this video. I apologize, guys, but this is this one I believe happened which I do like the name of their YouTube channel. I believed it happened a month ago, if I'm not mistaken. This one did. Yeah, it was about a month ago. And they went to one of Savannah's scariest spots. I did not watch this one, so I can't really talk about it. And he doesn't really mention it in this video as well. I'm changing it. I'm not playing the whole video. I'm only playing part of it, Nerd Report. Like, you're messing me up. Like, serious. Which I've never heard before. I agree with you, Panda Bear. I've never heard of them either, but apparently he did a collaboration with them as well. Which he goes on to talk about. So here he is with the boys.
Not that I can see. Powered by Duracell.
So,
yep, this passed the smell.
So basically what he's holding is a REM pod. For those of you that
I'll
don't know
what
a REM pod is, basically if it senses movement, it will beep. It's one of the equipment I want. But apparently one of my spirit boxes has the REM pod built in, so I may not need to get that. But that is what it does. It beeps when it detects movement or energy by it. So that is one of the things that they do use. Elaine, the boys, I guess, he joined them on the investigation of this haunted jail, which they don't mention where. Like I said, that's the only gripe I have about their video. They do not mention at all where they're at. But they are another paranormal channel, as Panda Bear says. I'm not sure if they do all paranormal, but Panda Bear, thank you. Because I am not familiar with them, but it is he did jump on their channel to do a ghost hunt with them. So they do use, like I said earlier, they use a REM pod. They use EMF members, EMF detectors, spirit boxes. I saw a thermal cam, and they also do. They say the estate method, but my understanding, they do the estate method by being blindfolded and using the spirit box, which I have not seen anyone do when doing the estate method. But that's how they do it. I agree, Kyle. Well, if they don't enclose the jail's location, how can the ghost sue them? So, I'm not going to play this whole video. I'll just play snippets. He does talk about like we're
going to turn the lights off.
Keep my hand out for you, Joe, or anyone else.
Oh, you. What is wrong with you, bro? You fucking dog. Holy.
So he's playing pranks on them. He's playing pranks on them, so he's having fun, which I don't blame him. I probably would have done the same thing. But they're using the REM pod, and he decides to use. To be honest with you, I don't know about the boys. I feel like he's being honest. I feel like MoistCr1TiKaL is being honest, but I don't know about the boys because I'm not familiar with them. And it sounded like, I don't know, it just sounded kind of like the voices coming out of the spirit boxes were kind of weird. But I'm when it comes to YouTube and paranormal channels, I'm kind of, on the fence about. So I'm kind of with you. I get why you're saying that, Leonore.
It's not me.
Whoa, okay.
All right, now stop.
I had my head there. Teabagged me.
If there's anything in here, let's just...
See, when you get close to the device, it goes off. So whenever it senses something, it will go off.
Stayed on there for a minute.
And again, that's a REM pod. And this gentleman here on the left, he's holding an EMF meter, for those of you that don't know what an EMF meter is.
If there's anything in here, can you come and...
Oh, they figured it out.
All right, here we go.
Okay, that's kind of weird.
I don't own a REM pod, so I'm not sure. Because I know, like with an EMF detector, if you have your cell phone next to it, it will go off. But I'm not familiar with a REM pod. But to me, in that shot, there's nothing around it. Besides, I mean, the person on the right here is MoistCr1TiKaL. And they're pretty. I mean, that's a pretty decent distance, I want to say. I don't know, because I don't have one personally, so I'm not sure like how close you have to get to it for it to go off.
Kind of sad is this sequence right here is the only time anything at all almost got close to happening. So that like motion detector, I guess I need to explain the equipment. They used all of like the top level
Like I said, I don't think he really knows the names of the equipment.
ghost hunting equipment, the same kind of equipment we did, but like
Yes, Nerd Report, you could come in.
different brands, I suppose. I'm not really sure, but it's still all like the same general equipment. So that like motion sensor going off on its own for like a split second is legitimately the only time anything ever went off at all, really.
So that he's kind of saying that scene that I had just shown you is like the only time anything had happened. And it looks legit to me from here. But like I said, with videos, I kind of have a hard time, unless it's not me doing it, and I have never used that piece of equipment. So I don't know exactly how close, like I said, how close you have to be to it. But he is saying that's legit the only time where he came close to getting his answers. Wendy, what is up? And so I apologize for scrolling through this, because I'm trying to cut it. So basically, to
move his hands if he was still alive.
you see, because I want to get it to where.
Brought you a bouquet of flowers. Here you go.
Hey, Sim.
Can we
Hey, Sim.
And I don't know if this is really going to help, but we know that your wife's throat with one of these, so we brought you one.
to move two guys right here, they would ask him questions, and they would ask him to move his hands if he was still alive. And turns out
No, not that. What he did. That story's tragic.
The flowers are insane.
They're just what's kind of cool is just there are a bunch of guys just having fun. Heather, whatever, what is up? They're a bunch of guys just having fun. He's basically trying to tell he's trying to be serious and tell the story, and the guys behind him are looking, not paying attention to what's going on and looking at the cell phone. So that is hilarious.
Yeah, but I would stop playing that. I
I
don't know the other channel, the boys one, whatever. So that's what I was trying to tell you earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. I apologize because I suggested this story to Lisa earlier, but the thing is,
I'm not playing the whole thing though. I'm just
yeah,
playing
but you don't know how the
Yeah, I know.
YouTube pretends.
I know.
But I think the main thing, the point is that MoistCr1TiKaL is a really good YouTuber. He's a big YouTuber. The boys are not they don't specialize in paranormal. They're kind of like a practical joke type of guy. I went through their channel. They seem like cool dudes. But what I like about MoistCr1TiKaL is like he's not gonna jump on just like pretending shit's real, and stuff like that.
No, that's what I said. I feel like he's sincerely like being honest. I don't know about those other guys though, because I'm not familiar with them. But
Yeah,
I feel like he's sincerely like really wants the answers, and he's he's not gonna BS like what he finds.
Yeah, like Sam and Kobe or whatever. Like and like Moist Critical, he doesn't need the views. Sam and Kobe do need views, so they pretend they plant shit. And there's goofy people. There's people that will fall for it.
Ones.
What?
They're not the only ones.
No. But we're talking about them right now. I mean, there's plenty of people. Yeah. I mean, but I can't list them all right now.
Yeah.
Let's start off with making fun of them and mocking them, and then we'll get to the next one. There's plenty of time. But what I'm saying is, aren't they kind of like the biggest ones?
Yeah, there's them, Selena Spooky Boo, there's
she makes up shit too.
Project Fear, there's
Do they make up shit though? Do they make up stuff?
Well, Project Fear was on network television. They were Destination Fear, and then they got cut. So
that's not my question though.
So yeah, they do. I would think they do.
Okay.
Selena Spooky Boo does all kinds of different stuff. She doesn't necessarily do. I don't really follow her that much, but she's not typecasted, I guess, as like Sam and Colby is.
Well, we have to go ghost hunting ourselves, but I mean, it's gonna be scary. I mean, some of the locations are scary, to begin with. Like the old zoo right here in Griffith Park, that place is haunted, and it's like at night.
Griffith Park is cursed. That whole land is. So
yeah.
Because she what was it? Donna Petronia, I think is her name. She was supposed to get the land, but I think it was her and her father or something like that. I don't know.
Griffith?
No, the person that was supposed to get the land originally did not get the land. So she cursed the land. So even Griffith himself had issues with the land.
There's a lot of dead people there too, they uncover.
That too. And then there's also there's the picnic table 29 as well. Yeah. And then the Hollywood sign where the actress took her life as well.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Like there's a lot of people that because they have their dreams get shattered in Hollywood, Hey, what's up, Project Metal Music?
Project Metal Music, hey up. Thank you for being a member for 9 months. Hearts for Project Metal Music, guys. I didn't want to interrupt Lewis.
No, that's fine. Again, I apologize for telling you to stop it. I just don't know what they think. At the end of the day, I think they're nice guys. They'll let you, because you were offering commentary and it's fair use. You did that very well, but I don't know how YouTube's going to react. But if they do, then we'll make videos about that all day and it'll backfire. So we're good. I think the moral of the story with Moist Critical there is that he didn't see anything, but that's fine because I don't know. I think ghosts have better things to do than to just like move things across the table. Emily,
thank you for gifting 1 membership, Emily. Welcome back, Heather. Whatever. Hearts for Emily, guys. Thank you, Emily. Again,
how many members do you have so far today?
7 new members today.
Folks, could we get to, let me see, 10 would be amazing. 10 would be amazing. So that's just 2 memberships. I think Lisa has a really low first tier membership thing. So we get 10. That's 3 more. That's like $6. Who's gonna do it? Someone's gonna get. You guys could gift them or join. Let's go for that. What's your record, by the way, memberships?
I don't know off the top of my head. I think I had 20 at one point.
That's cool.
More than 20.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah.
But
that's cool. Mm-hmm.
They also, I'm not going to show it, but they also locked Moist Critical in a jail cell.
You could pause it. Just leave the still. The image still. Is that what you're looking at right now?
Yeah.
Okay, stop.
I'll
do it. Oh, wait. Do I add it? Add.
Hold on. Let me do this. Oh,
yeah.
Wait a minute. How do I get both the? Oh, there. So basically, they lock them in a cell, and they were like, "Well, I forgot the name of there's the crawling man or something like that." So people who said, I think don't quote me, guys. I think they said it was the crawling man that people have reported if they're in that cell that they encounter him. So basically they put him in that cell for 15 minutes, and he was like, well, what should I do? So he started dancing. So he's doing different moves. He goes, oh, I even make up my own moves. So he started doing different moves, and he just started just talking because he didn't know what to do, but he didn't encounter the crawling man.
No disrespect, but man, that looks like Jesus. So yeah, hey, look, thanks to Lisa Boo, we can get 2 more, and we'll be at
Thank you,
10,
Lisa
right?
Boo. Hearts for Lisa Boo, guys, and welcome Merlin and the Fake King's Crown to the Wolf Pack. I like that name, by the way.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Look at that.
But that's where he's just having. I mean, most people would be scared, locked into that cell, knowing that they might encounter a crawling man. I mean, just by some people, and it's not. I don't think it was really dark in there. Those guys kind of used lights, which is kind of different than what I've seen other people do. But they came back, and he's like, "Oh, hi." like
Yeah,
he was all nonchalant about it, like he was cool being in there. He was just having a ball, you know what I mean? Like it didn't affect him at all.
You know how much money he makes? That guy must be loaded. Like he has a lot of views. But you know what? I like him. He seems like a funny, kind of like
he's cool. He's cool to watch.
He's kind of goofy. He's 3 feet tall. So.
He's goofy and just how he's like deadpanned when he talks, so it's kind of hilarious.
Well, he sounds like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But basically after that, he comes on and he just says, I am still looking for the truth. I didn't experience anything. He did say, like, that REM pod moment that I had showed you guys earlier, that was the closest thing that came to possibly getting him an answer. But he's still on the search for an answer. So he is going to do more ghost hunting videos to get his answer, in other words. So that's how he pretty much ended.
Charlie, is that his real name? MoistCr1TiKaL?
Yeah, it's his real name.
It is? Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, thanks for that info. That's dope.
It popped up and I was like, who's Charlie? And then I was like, oh.
He doesn't look like a Charlie.
No.
He looks more like a Jesus.
But Dad,
all right. Well, listen, I'm gonna trip you out right now. Could I report on something?
Yeah.
All right, let me get this out of here. Who's ready? Press that 1 button in the comments as I take over Lisa's show. See, hey, at least, folks, get the conversation going in the comments, man. Start saying, look at this asshole man taking over a woman's show. Did you guys start that narrative? And this dude, man, always men taking over women's stuff. This is a woman's show and a man's taking over it. Like, come on, let's start it. Defend Lisa's honor, folks. Defend Lisa's honor. I'm coming in here. She created the show, build the audience, and here I am. A man taking over. Yeah, send her some super chats, goddammit. She needs 2 more. 2 more for a goddamn. You don't want her to go back to a 9 to 5. She's gonna have to, but
yeah, I have to, unfortunately.
She deserves she deserves. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Coast to coast, child ghost caught on camera at most haunted mansion. What the hell is this? Where's the child ghost?
Oh, I think I know what I saw this.
Really? Is
Yeah.
it? You want to do it or
no? You can do it.
An image is the supposed child ghost at the Maritis plantation in Louisiana.
Myrtle's plantation. It's one of the most famous haunted locations there is.
Well, I don't know. That's like me trying to tell you about like freaking.
It's infamous. There you go.
It's in Louisiana. That's already scary.
Yeah.
Louisiana has gained attention on X, formerly Twitter. You always have to say that, right? Officially shared on Facebook in 2023. The photo shows a tour group with a faint figure of a young girl in old clothing. The plantation, run by Clark and Sarah Woodruff from 1817, is a readily haunted. Is that what it says? Reputedly haunted by their children who died of yellow fever. Among other spirits include a slave named Chloe. How do you say that?
Chloe, you got it.
No. The name of the place.
Myrtle's
Plantation, now a historic site with a restaurant and hotel, claims to be one of America's most haunted homes. Recently, another ghost image of a woman in a mirror was posted on Facebook. Comments from users describe their fascination and personal paranormal experience at the site, including sudden temperature drops and unexpected occurrences during the tour. Okay, let's see if we can find this.
Someone allegedly also had claims to have caught Chloe on in a photo.
Okay, but where is the photo?
I've seen that somewhere.
Here it is. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. I found it. Folks, what do you guys think? You guys calling BS?
I think that place is haunted. It has a sad history to it. So, and I'm pretty sure there's more things that we don't know about that happened there.
Okay, here's the image of the kid right there. You see it?
Yeah. There's also another one circulating of a girl who they think is Chloe in one of the windows.
Kardashian?
I don't think that's Chloe in that one.
Look at that. Who sees it?
I don't know. I believe the place is haunted, but that picture is kind of questionable.
I don't know. There are things in this world that are real that when they take pictures of them look kind of fake. So I don't know. Maybe the real thing looks kind of fake.
So I don't know.
Like a nun.
It's a girl in period clothing about
She had
that time
period?
period. No, period clothing.
Oh, she took it during the period.
No.
I don't get it.
No, clothing.
So women back in the day,
clothing that
was for periods.
No, clothing that goes with that time period. So
so in that time of the period, she took that clothes on.
No, 1800s.
And then she had 1,800 periods in one day. What the freak?
Never mind. I was gonna.
Well, I mean, the poor girl can't ignore it. Hold on, man, let's see.
I don't think any of us can ignore it if we went through that.
All right, guys, we need 2 more memberships. You either come on. Is it the ghost here somewhere?
It's in the picture that you showed, the little girl.
Yeah, but this one was taken too.
That's the one they're talking about. Is that little girl in the picture?
You see a little girl in the picture?
Not in those. The previous one you showed.
Oh wait, hold on. It's because
I can't see in those.
This right here.
No, I don't see anything in that picture.
I don't see anything right here.
Unless there's something in the mirror that someone zoomed in that's saying,
what I'm trying to look
oh
for.
my God, there's something in the mirror. The pareidolia.
You do see it?
No, I don't see anything, but people like there's pareidolia where they think they see something, but they don't.
Oh, it's not like a Rorschach.
But it might be something in the mirror, or they might just be showing, well, these are some of the photos that were taken while there, just to show these are other photos that don't have an anomaly in it, just to prove the other photo. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think there's something out there. There's something out there, definitely.
I think there's something there, though. I do.
Yeah.
Because of the history of the place. It was a plantation. So obviously a lot of there's sickness at the time, and then obviously with the treatment of people as well.
The only thing I don't like is like it is Oh, you did the chupacabra, huh?
Yeah.
All right. In Mexico. The only thing I don't like is that it is a restaurant, so it kind of like, okay, let's promote our restaurant at the haunted Louisiana thing.
Well,
You know what
I
I mean?
mean, if you own that property, you'd probably do the same thing, though. I don't fault them for doing that. You spend
No,
all
I
that
know,
money on that property.
okay, but
and
hold on.
You don't live at the property.
Excuse me. Since I don't own the property and I'm a customer, I'm going to call it out for bullshit.
But I'm saying if you live on if you own that property and it's a known haunted property.
You know, it's very rude of you to tell me that. No, I'm mad. I'm out of here.
He disappeared. because I said if you own the property, come on, guys, right? If anybody owned that property, wouldn't you do the same? You would. I mean, you won't be like the Conjuring House manager where he dropped a bunch of F-bombs on the Facebook page, but you would.
You're mean to me, and now I know why they didn't gift you the last 2 memberships. Prove me wrong, folks. She needs 2 memberships to reach 10, but you guys didn't do it because you're Team Lewis all the way. Team Lisa or Team Lewis? Which one are you? I'm out of here. Lisa, do you have more content for your show?
Yeah, I do.
Well, too bad. Team Lewis or Team... You're very rude to me. You're very rude. I'm going to make a video about Grayson Report right now, guys. Go to Nerd Report later. Watch the show.
Go for it. I'm sorry. I can't stop laughing.
Nerd out.
Panda Virgo, so I both Leonora, I agree with Lisa, bro. Joanne Gozi is going to put on some period clothing. Hold on, guys. Let me share one more article, guys, and then I'll open it up for questions.
First question, why are you a dick to Lewis?
Go away. Sorry, I can't do this. Emily's like, really? So I can't even talk right now. So this is from Coast to Coast, another article from Coast to Coast. And it's strange rings over Berlin stir up rumors of aliens. I've seen this popped up on my Instagram feed. I believe Slapped Ham also shared it. A video posted on Instagram shows multiple dark rings. Emily, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Hearts for Emily, guys. Thank you, Emily. Again, I appreciate that. Welcome. Why can't we get along? Jungle J, R. Farrell, Shiloh Toto, and Stephanie Gentry. To the Wolfpack, guys. Hearts for Emily and all the new Wolfpack members. Welcome. Thank you, Emily. Been drifting across the sky at an eerie, slow speed, resembling the outlines of flying saucers. Viewers have raised various theories about what caused the floating spectacle. While some observers say the rings are from explosive industrial processes at factories, others believe extraterrestrials are involved. The video's caption reads, "So now either aliens want to go to Berghem, a famous nightclub, or God is smoking shisha?" Comments on the post attribute the strange sight to UFOs, angels, and interdimensional portals, with some joking that Gandalf's pipe or vaping are to blame. This relatively rare phenomenon has also been recorded in Russia, Argentina, and the UK. So, hold on, because it is going to... I'm going to show the video of it right now because it's clipping to a different screen. So give me a second, guys. So this is the video. It's on Instagram. It is showing this strange witch. I can't explain that. That's like crazy. This is what has been seen in Berlin, Argentina, and Russia, Argentina, and the UK. That is crazy. I can't explain that. I really can't. It's just a strange like circle just out of nowhere. That kind of this it's like weird. What do you guys think it is? It is weird. I agree, Lisa Boo. Kyle goes, Gandalf would not approve of dropping such eaves. Gandalf, actually, you know what? I like Gandalf both as the gray and the white. When he comes on screen, he just has a presence. Leonor goes, what the what? What? Matthew goes, just a ring of smoke? Yeah, but that big, Matthew? That's crazy. I mean, I get what you're saying. That's kind of what it looks like to me, but it's unexplainable to me. Like, I don't know. I can't, like, off the top of my head, think of what could create that. And I'm skeptical when it comes to, aliens and UFOs. I'm like moist critical when it comes to paranormal. That's the way I am with UFOs. Like, I want to see a UFO. I want to see an alien. So I want to see stuff like this in person. But Emily Perkins goes, I just did 5 more, Lewis, so nah. But like I said, it's kind of hard for me to believe because of the way, and I will always say this, is because the way, with editing and technology nowadays, it's kind of hard for me to believe videos just by face value. Lisa Boo goes, huge drone ring shaped? Maybe. It's a possibility, but then I would think you would see because drones have like blinking lights sometimes, right? If I'm not mistaken. So I would think you would see that. Wendy goes, I believe more in the paranormal. I'm with you on that one, Wendy. I'm the same way. But I am open to UFOs and aliens. And as you could say, I do like aliens. Like, but I just can't. That I cannot explain. All right, guys, I forgot to say earlier, Skeleduck is somewhere in this background. Just remind me, I'll give you a few more minutes because I was really this small, so it doesn't give you a chance to look, but I'll give you a few minutes. Just remind me before the end of the stream if I do forget to mention him, but he is somewhere in this background. And for those of you who are new to the channel, he is pictured in the upper right-hand corner. That is what he looks like. He is somewhere in this background. So just remind me, guys, if I don't mention anything. But I'll give you a few minutes. Wendy goes, I'm open, just never experienced. Same here. I'm open. I've never had an experience at all. But I want one. I want to have proof that aliens do exist. I do believe that there's life on other planets. There's got to be. Leonard goes, we reflect on the movie of the Close Encounters movie. Oh, yes. Like, if I had an experience like that, I'd be a true believer. But I've never had an encounter like that, so I don't. All right, guys, I am going to open it up for questions. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. It could be paranormal. It could be about a movie you saw. It could be about aliens. It could be about whatever. And just remind me before I end the stream about the duck. Just say duck if I don't mention them, because I know I will forget. I always do. alien duck is huge. You can't miss him. But he's there somewhere, even though the camera moved. He's there. I gave you a little bit of a hint. And he's pictured in the up right-hand corner. But knowing me, I'm going to leave it there. So let me click, because that's what happened. I left it like that. Guys, what horror movie are you most excited? Or are you waiting to see that is in theaters? Or what's your most anticipated horror movie? Horror related, doesn't necessarily have to be horror. There's like the horror related movies that you are most excited to see this year. I want to see, I'll start off. I want to see A Quiet Place Day 1. I think it's out already. I want to see Maxine. I want to see but I'm probably going to wait for it to come on streaming. Alien Romulus. Beetlejuice actually looks pretty good. I finally saw the second trailer. Actually looks good. It kind of looks too much like, because Jenna Ortega's in it, kind of reminds me too much of Wednesday, but it's still, I still think it looks good. Leonardo's asking, what remakes do I like? I didn't mind the Friday the 13th one. I actually kind of like that one. I did not like the Nightmare on Elm Street one with the other actor, because you just can't do that. I did not like the Hellraiser remake. I was open to it because in the book there is a female, the Hulu one. The book has a female Cenobite, Pinhead, in other words, or Pinhead. And so the Hulu version went ahead and did the female Pinhead, which I had no problem with. It's just the costume design. I did not like the costume design. It did not look, it looked like costumes that they went down to the local costume shop and bought. I don't know. I was watching the original Hellraiser and I was like, those look more scarier than the ones in the Hulu. I'm trying to think of other remakes I've seen. I don't normally like remakes. I kind of just like them to leave them alone. And I noticed that nowadays they're bringing back, like they plan on bringing back Blair Witch Project. It's like, leave it alone. I'm guessing what they're trying to do is trying to bring those movies to this generation, to a younger audience. But still, I mean, if you have parents or a brother or family member that's into horror movies, you're going to get introduced to those old movies. So I feel like why are they doing that? You know what I mean? Just, I want to see something that's, new and creative, not taking from something that was amazing at the time and then, redoing it and making it like it. They could either make it better or 9 times out of 10, they make it worse. Leonard goes, what about Chucky? Leonard, I didn't mind on the FX show? That Chucky, I did not mind. I watched, I think, 1 season of it and I never went back, but I did not mind that Chucky. I don't know if it was the last movie or the movie before that. It was trash. Chucky was like all CGI'd. I don't remember which one it was, but it's a good thing I don't remember because it was trash. That was horrible. I did not like that one. But the Chucky in the show, beautiful. I don't even remember what Chucky was. I don't want to remember what Chucky was. It was that bad. And I know they're on a thing right now too, because obviously Steamboat Willie went into public domain, so I think Tigger did as well. So they're trying to make all our Disney characters that they're able to use horrific, which I don't mind. I think it's a great idea. I just don't know how the execution is going to be, because after watching Pooh, Blood, and Honey, I don't. Kyle goes, I want someone to make a horror remake of Nights into Dreams. I have never heard of that. Leonard goes, what did you think of the Crow series TV show? Did you watch it? I don't think I did. I liked Brandon Lee in the original Crow. I don't know about Bill Skarsgård in the new Crow. I saw the trailer. I feel like you know how some people reference Jared Leto's Joker as a hot topic Joker. Well, Bill Skarsgård. Don't get me wrong. I love Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise in It. I loved him in that. He's even in Barbarian, and he's like creepy looking. You know, every time I think he's an amazing actor. I'm not going to say he does a bad job, but he looks like a hot topic Crow. So I don't know. I mean, I'll watch it, but I'll probably wait for it to come on streaming. But yeah. Kyle goes, it's an old Sega Saturn game. Oh, wow. That sounds cool, actually. So I'm not saying like the actor's bad and he's going to do a terrible job. I just don't like the look of, and I think even one of the creators, or I don't know who it was, one of the creators or directors or something like that from the original Crow even said it looked horrible. So I don't have high hopes for it. Nerd Report, what's up?
I saw that.
You saw what?
I saw the support you got after, just to like stick it in my eye. No, don't get conceited, Lisa.
I'm not. Emily was not. She's on my side. So, no.
So you have,
I'm just kidding.
you have about 12 new memberships today. Tisk tisk. But you won't get 15, right? Because
yeah, lucky number 13.
Yeah. Will you get the support for 15 of them? 15 new memberships? If you guys really hate me and love Lisa so much, who's going to give 3 more memberships? You see? Nah, no one's going to do it. No one's going to do it. Nah. All it needs 3 more memberships. You'll get 15 if you really want to stick it to my eye. But you know what, Lisa? They love me more. Me. Nerd Report, your favorite.
Brandon,
oh my God, Brandon.
Brandon, thank you for gifting 1 membership. Welcome, BSO, to the Wolfpack. Hearts for Brandon, guys. And what is up, Jen Decker?
2 more and you, yeah, you won't get 15 though. You know what I mean? You need 2 more gifted memberships.
Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that.
That just tells me that everyone here is Team Lewis. It said Brandon.
I can't even say.
Because if they really loved you, it'd be 15 memberships today. But they love me more because I told them, don't do it. Don't do it.
I need 1 more.
1 more for 15?
Yeah, 1 more for 15.
They won't do it. Team Lewis all the way. Hashtag Team Nerd Report in the comments. My favorite. My favorite. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, nah, nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, nah, nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. See?
I need to hydrate while you're doing that.
You're doing it.
Because I'm laughing so hard.
14 new members. 1 more, folks. Who's going to do it? Who's going to support Lisa here? Who's going to support Lisa? 1 more membership gifted, or you can become a member. I think it's only $2. You could do it. Okay, I'm out for now. Nice show.
Chameleon UK said, hold on. The Mod Squad, what is up? I got Mod Squad. I have your sticker up on my wall of honor. I put it up today, so it's right there where my finger is. What's up, Mod Squad? Chameleon, I think, said something about fire in the sky. I don't think I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen that one. Brandon goes, it was nice to meet Mod Squad. It was really nice. Mod Squad is super cool. Matthew goes for pork. Oh, wow. Brandon got a new webcam finally. Oh, that's cool. What kind did you get, Brandon? The Mod Squad Network goes, yeah, fire in the sky happened here in Arizona. That name sounds familiar, but I don't remember it. It sounds familiar. I don't think I've seen that one. I'll have to check that one out. An Arizona logger mysteriously disappears for 5 days in an alleged encounter with a flying saucer in 1975. His co-workers endure ridicule and contempt as they are wrongly accused of murder. I might have seen this and I just don't remember it because it sounds familiar. It sounds familiar. I'll have to put that on my list. Camille goes, most credible abduction case going on. Like the name too sounds familiar. The Travis Walton. I think I've seen it. I just don't remember it. Because it's like so familiar. Like, yeah, like that name. Yeah, I know, but it's just not like it's not clicking. I'll have to watch it. And I'll bet you I'll be like, oh, I did see this. It's just it's probably one of those movies where I watched and it wasn't like a religious one that I watched. Chameleon goes, his coworker saw him being lifted up by a beam of light. Oh, that is, you know what? I think I have. No, serious. I'm going to put that on my list. Jen Decker goes, I watched it again a few months ago. Chameleon goes, they took him like, that's what, yeah, because I remember, oh, I probably have seen it. It sounds like, it's like, it's like one of those things that are on the tip of your tongue. Like, it's like, it, like, but then you don't know it. Yeah, that's how I feel about that movie. I think I've seen it. It just, I don't remember it. Yeah, Wendy, it sounds familiar, like the name and everything, like the scene you're talking about, Chameleon UK. Like, I remember that. Jen goes, my gift memberships aren't showing up, but are showing in my account. I don't know why. That is weird. I'm not sure what happened, Jen. Maybe it's delayed on your end. I'm not sure how the gifting thing works. No, Jen, I don't see them. That's what the weird thing. I'm looking and I don't see them. It wasn't. Yeah, the last one I see is Brandon. That is weird. YouTube is being pesky. Maybe, Jen. I don't know. the mod squad, or maybe there's a delay. I don't, maybe because I know sometimes on the PayPal side I had to, but I don't know how the membership thing works. The mod squad never goes, no joke. We were abducted on prom night in the 90s. There were 3 of us. We've been telling the same stories for years. That is crazy. That is crazy. That I would love. I mean, not to say it's probably a scary experience, but I would love to at least see something UFO related. That's crazy though, mod squad. Oh, Chameleon UK, that Microsoft thing was crazy. That was probably why, because on Thursday, I use like an online Microsoft Word to, put all my links on, and I could not get into it on Thursday. I had to use something else. And then I kept seeing the how the systems went out, and I was like, oh, maybe that was part of that. But now I got back into it today, so I think it's up and running. All right, guys. Okay, guys, Skeleduck, before I forget, I'm going to stay on though, but before you forget, because I know I'm going to forget while I'm thinking, is right there. He's right next to Alien Duck, but that's his head. So he's still considered on screen. I mean, if I move the camera over, you'll see him better. Because when I started the stream, my camera was like that. So he is right there. And then the camera moved, but he was still technically on screen, so I just left it. But he's right there where my finger. He's right next to Alien Duck and Thing and Thing Electric Boogaloo and Cobra Kai Duck. Shelly, what is up? I don't think the time, it's weird. I can't explain it. I don't know what happened. Leader goes, good job, Lisa. I mean, I had the camera like this when I started. It has a mind of its own. It wants to go. I don't know why it moves. I think it's the cable or something. Alay goes, YouTube can be sassy as F. Oh, yes, it can. Panda goes, have you heard about the airplane thingy that happened with their with the Microsoft being down? Panda, is that what you're talking about? And how some people can't make their flight or couldn't make their flights, or some things might be delayed because of that. Yes, if that's it, yes, I did. Yes, Panda, I did. Lisa Boo goes, it's your ghost. Yes, it probably is. Matthew goes, they found elemental sulfur on Mars. Oh, cool. I decided to mass sell a duck with the other ducks. So I feel sorry for all those people that had a flight during that time and had to get back to or going someplace. They had a great start to their vacation, or they had a great end to their vacation, and they're trying to get back home so they could get to work. That sucks. Or you're starting your vacation and that's how you start it. It's like, and then I'm also looking forward to Cobra Kai, which part 2. I know Bernadette had mentioned it in the last stream, not until November 15th. Panda Bear goes, it was odd, and I know I have a package that is coming in Tuesday, and it might get delayed. On Amazon, it actually said it had a little message saying that some of your packages may be delayed, but I hadn't had a problem. Chameleon UK goes, UK doctors couldn't write prescriptions. What? Thank you, Wendy, for dropping by. Yes, Leonore, you got home just in the nick of time. Shelly goes, Shelly made it home before the airplane debacle. I'm glad you made it home too, Shelly. And it's kind of like Lewis and I, we were driving home and we beat because there was a storm that apparently, I guess it caused flooding like in the Palm Springs area, because I saw a video the next day of flooding. And I'm like, thank goodness we left. So everyone left at a good time. We all did. Jen Decker. Oh, at least I'm glad they let you take your rental at least. I mean, I guess if I was a business and I was able to do it manually, I would help the customer out still. But if you're based, if you're if all you have is a choice of the computer and a certain system that you use on your computer, then you're screwed if there's a wipeout. I think nowadays we depend a lot on technology, and it's kind of scary that happened. Thank you, Tyrana, for dropping by. Matthew goes, good thing I never take a plane anywhere. I try to avoid planes, but if I need to, I'll take a plane, but I try to avoid it at all costs. I'm not a plane person. Chameleon is waiting for the upgraded OG propulsion systems. I mean, obviously, because of this had happened, I'm pretty sure they're having a failsafe being installed so that it wouldn't happen again. Heather, whatever it is, warm still. I think here in SoCal it's 81. It was a warm day today. I think it's the warmest it's been in 2 weeks. I think the last warm weekend we had was the end of June, and it was about the same temperature. Kyle goes, flying in Canada is more expensive than in the US, so most of us don't fly unless we have to. Oh wow, I did not know that. I know there's a fire, Heather, whatever's going crazy where you are. I know Smoky too. It's weird though, Heather, whatever. I went walking today and I didn't see any smoke, but there is a fire that's probably like, I want to say like a 10-minute drive for me, 10, 15, maybe more like 20, because I don't know exactly like where it is, but I don't see the smoke, which is weird. Maybe I will eventually. But there is a breeze, so the breeze could be blowing the smoke a different direction. That is weird. You know what? I bet you something happened to the stream. I wonder if they let me super chat my own stream just to see if it's working. Let me see. I just want to see if it's working. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's working. There it is. It might be something on your side because I just. And then Shelly, thank you for your super chat. Hearts for me because I did a test. That's me. That's not a glitch. I did a test one just to see if it would work. Hearts for Shelly, guys. Thank you, Shelly, for checking that it's working. I also checked too. Hearts for Shelly, guys. Thank you, Shelly. I appreciate it. It might be on your end, Jen. Thank you, Shelly. Maybe, you might, Jen, maybe for, maybe try to restart your phone. I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. That's weird. Because I thought maybe it was something wrong with the stream, but obviously Shelly and I were able to, so it's something on your end. Thank you, Shelly. Heather, whatever. Thank you for your super chat as well. Hearts for Heather, whatever. Thank you, Heather, whatever. That's okay, Carol. I'm just glad you're, even if you're in the background, I'm fine. Thank you for watching or listening, I should say. Shelly goes, I had to check it out. Thank you, Shelly. I really do appreciate it. I do. And thank you, Heather, whatever. And I didn't think I could do my own to test it out, but I guess I can. That's kind of weird. All right, guys, any last minute questions before I end the stream? There is a piece of cat hair or something. And thank you, Jen. I do appreciate for trying. Technology sometimes can be pesky. Lisa Boo goes, thank you, Lisa Boo. Thank you, Matthew. All right, guys, I am going to end this stream. Thank you, Shelly. I am going to end this stream. Thank you for joining me on this edition of Grayson Report. See you on the next one, which will be Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there, be squared, stay spooky, guys, and sweet nightmares. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Good night, guys. If I can find the button. Good night.